that actually work? They can hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. We got stuff going on. We're not entirely sure. We got technical difficulties.
No, we're fine.
No, we're good?
Yep.
Okay. I was watching Sacriel the other day. It's the first time I'd seen him in forever. And he was having problems with his green screen. And he was like, streaming is having a technical solution work for 6 months in a row, then one day it stops, and the next day you stream, it just starts working again inexplicably.
Yep.
So, there you go.
That is what happened, basically. Yeah, the button didn't work.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, the button that was supposed to swap us into our intro didn't work. But anyway, here we are.
Also, it says we have 0 viewers, so I'm just going to hide that number so I don't look at it all the time.
I don't really pay attention to that number while we're streaming. So, okay.
Let's hope this button works. Oh, wait, hold on.
Now I'm blurry.
There we go. Yep.
Back in frame. Oh, okay.
We got 1 viewer.
Yeah.
We got code red.
Yeah, I pay attention to who's chatting more than the number of people are there. I'll look at the stuff after the stream is over.
It has you or me on Confage first. I'm going to put you on Confage first.
Okay, that's fine.
To give that deck the fair shake.
Right. So if it goes to...
I'm 100% worse at Confage than you are.
If it goes to game 3, I at least play Confage 2 games.
Yep.
So, I mean, Barkus is your deck too.
Bertani's here. Okay, great. Exo73D, I see Kelly, I see Artboy. Okay, we're good.
I think you probably played Barkus slightly better than me, but that's because you go balls to the wall with decks more often than I do. But I don't think it's like demonstrative. I don't think it's the difference between like you and me playing.
There's not like a huge disparity of difference in the way you can play Barkus.
Right, so. Exactly. There's a lot of like card holding with Confage that you can do, and there's a lot of like drawing to specific outs. So I don't think we've ever played this matchup before.
Nope, it has never happened.
At least one Gauntlet deck will make it to the next round. So the Gauntlet deck still has a chance of winning.
Cannibalizing each other here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to predict this. Because I feel like the library access turns that Barkus Rex can take do a fairly decent impression of I think smaller Martian Generosity.
I believe that Confage's losses come to awkward draws. And if Barkus Rex can win, if it starts being awkward, Barkus Rex can like close the game out during that time. That's how you get a win with this deck.
If you don't see the Martian Generosity.
Yeah.
If the Drummerknot stuff,
and Drummerknot combo is probably great against Barkus because it doesn't really have a good board defense.
Yeah, you've got Neutron Shark and then you've got Strange Gizmo. So I could see a situation where Strange Gizmo comes down and you don't want to Drummerknot necessarily because it just gets wiped off the table. But I'm not 100%. I mean, like you may still go for it. Like if you're just trading keys, might be fine. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I think this is another matchup to go back to the Who's the Beatdown article, and I think it can change inside a game.
I think it is not clear before the this match starts.
I think the first couple of turns will dictate it, right? Yeah. Because if Confage has the Drummerknot combo, then it's the beatdown, and Barkus is like trying to find one of its limited answers, or is trying to like be faster. Whereas if it plays the Gengarknot combo and it gets wiped out, then Confage is on its back foot trying to find a Martian Generosity as Barkus Rex just keeps turning through his deck. 8. So you were first.
Confage winning? Okay. Okay. Well, I am going first, and I don't have treasure maps, so I think I'll mulligan.
I think this hand is a mulligan. It's not awful. It's not awful, but it's not amazing.
The pro play in Barkus is going to be fertility chanting to give you a key so your Martian Generosity is worse.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. You have Confage winning everything, so yeah. That's a reasonable pick, I think.
I think it's a deck that has the capability of beating any deck.
Yeah.
However, I think it is a very volatile deck. So
Yeah, Barkus.
Barkus.
Ooh,
okay.
okay.
A lot of fan favorites in this.
Yeah, this is a big match.
This match.
Sparkwad. Hello. Six. Okay.
That's much. You have Light Tasker beats it in the finals.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Arcus is favored against Light Tasker. My gut says that it's not favored.
I'm gonna say Logos. I'll play Lab Work and archive a card. Your turn.
All right, I am going to say Brobnar. I am going to play Signal Fire. I am going to play Lollop. I'm going to play Ganger Chieftain to ready, and then Lollop is going to reap. Your turn, I will draw.
I'll say Shadows. I'll play a Skeleton Key. I'll play Moon Cursor or Relentless Whispers. My Moon Cursor. I wonder if I do that because of skirmish or like the poison is actually somewhat of a defense against
the drummer not combo.
Although you could just like kill it.
I could trade it.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay. Steal that from me. Actually, I think this is a great time to swindle.
Yeah.
Just take 3 right there, and I'll draw one. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, I'll say Logos. I will play Library Access. I will play a Strange Gizmo. Draw. Play a Brain Eater. Draw. Play Twin Bolt on your Robnarians and draw. And that's my turn.
Okay, Gizmo is out. Alright, screw it. Generosity. For 10. So 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. I am going to Orbital Bombardment, show you 3, gun down the Brain Eater. I am going to play Proliferator, then I will Mars first to ready and reap with the Proliferator. We're going to archive Generosity. Now, the reason I went for it for 10 is because I had the Proliferator in hand. There's 2 Mars first in the decks. So I figured if I hit the... I'll play Mother Gun. If I hit the Mars first, then I'll get to archive, and I can just take another swing at the Generosity on the following turn. So, alright. And go ahead.
Okay, I'll say Untamed with the archive. I will play a Mighty Tiger to kill the Proliferator. I have Fertility Chant, but I put you to 5, and you have Mark of Generosity in your archive.
Yeah, so it's a draw 12. It's
so
probably the game at that point.
I can't play this card, yeah, so I'm going to discard it. I will play 2 Vigors, not healing. I'll heal the Mighty Tiger. Your turn. I would have been totally fine had you gone to 4 playing that Fertility
and
Chant.
then force the key through, and that way the Generosity is completely limited. Yeah, I agree. That would have been a very good play.
Yeah.
All right, I am gonna say Brobnar. I'm gonna First Blood, to do 4 damage to the Mighty Tiger. I will reap with the Ganger Chieftain, and then reap with Lollop. I will play War Chest. I will play Bramo. I'm going to play the Drummerknot and bounce the Ganger Chieftain. I will play the Ganger Chieftain to ready Lollop, and I'll reap with Lollop. Now, too much to protect is the reason I'm not going too high here. I can go to 7. That's fine. If I generate 11 of you, too much to protect, that's bad.
Yeah.
So, all right, I will say check with 7 and go ahead.
All right, I will.
You have the skeleton key on the table, so I have to play as if you can only stop 1 amber.
I'll say shadows. I will play hidden stash and archive a card. Archive.
You're also incentivized to just let me forge, because if you stop me with the generosity, I can just.
I'll play special delivery. I'll play a special delivery.
No.
And I'm done.
It's the double special delivery is actually interesting. All right, so I will forge. You are at a lot there.
7.
Okay. I guess I'm going to say shadows. I am going to play, or actually, do I say shadows? Do I just do some Brobnar stuff? I think the Brobnar stuff is good. And
Strange Gizmo goes after I forge a key.
I think the Brobnar stuff is fine because you're fixing to blow up the table. So, just took a Shadow's turn, but you could have archived EMTP. You've got some logo stuff. I think the correct move here is just Brobnar, because I get value off what's going on the table. You'll forge the key, wipe everything off the table anyway. And if you stop the key, then I can just generosity. So we're gonna reap with Bramo. Anything I commit to the table is just gone. I'll reap with Lollop. I'll reap with the Ganger Knot, or sorry, the Ganger Chieftain. I'm gonna reap with Drummer Knot, which will bounce the Ganger Chieftain. I will play the Ganger Chieftain. That's 2 to ready something to fight. I will reap. That's 2. I will bounce the Ganger Chieftain. I think I play the Ganger Chieftain and reap. Go to 7. I can't play into too much to protect. I know you just played shadows, but if I generate like a lot of amber, then that's that, right? So, all right. So check with 7.
Okay. Forge. Strange Gizmo explodes. I will say Logos. Play Library Babble, Fogify, and Adventurer. Your turn.
Alright, so I will forge. I am going to say shadows. I'm going to play 2 Gamgees. I am going to Nerve Blast Kyo. I will discard Bad Penny.
It's got 1 Drummer Knot, 2 Chieftains, I believe.
I am going to Dusk Chronicles and archive a card. And then I am going to Dusk Chronicles, and there's nothing there. And that's that. I will draw 6.
I'll say Untamed. Play the Common Cold, which could be relevant in this matchup at some point.
Yeah, could actually be relevant. It was. I mean, the Common Cold was actually super relevant in the original Coda run.
Yeah, I'm gonna Nature's Call the Gamgees.
Okay.
I will discard, save the pack. I could have saved the pack them, but I would rather
not have the
put them in your hand.
Yeah.
I'll play Ancient Bear. I'll play Regrowth. I'm gonna get back a Moon Cursor.
Feels like
Your turn.
Feels like a setup for one last job. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put the archives in my hand and say Mars. I am going to play the Stormcrawler. I am going to Mars first to ready and reap with it. And then I'm gonna Generosity for 14. So that goes away.
You probably need to draw first. I don't know. You might have to reshuffle.
Yeah. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then shuffle, draw 4. Yeah. It's definitely consideration in getting rid of all of my amber, because it feels like that regrowth for a thief or for a shadows creature is like telegraphing the one last job. Okay, and then 4 more. Okay, alright, so okay, I am going to play Mother Gun. I am going to play Mars Needs Amber. I'm going to play Shockworm and Harvester. I will Hypnotic Command 3 onto the Ancient Bear.
Maybe why I shouldn't have played the Ancient Bear.
And then
in retrospect,
I think you were doing a pretty good job of keeping the amount of creatures low.
Yeah. I don't think I had a reason to play the Ancient Bear. I forgot about Hypnotic Command, honestly.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's brutal.
It's like one of the, if you have a deck that can like generate amber, and Barkus is a deck I think is pretty capable of that. You can generate a bunch of amber without keeping creatures on the table, then the Hypnotic Command is the biggest reliable swing in the deck. So, alright. And it is your turn.
Alright, I'll say Logos and draw a card. Where is my Neutron Shark? Play Tunneler.
Yeah.
Play Brain Eater. Play Phase Shift. Or a Dew Fairy. I'm done.
I got a lot of things to consider here. I don't think I have like a deterministic way to win the game from this point, but I think after I play a couple of cards, I might know if I can win the game from here, or at least threaten. There's like the safe advancing option. And then there's like the high risk play. I think I'll play it slightly safe here. I am going to say Brobnar. I will Coward's End.
Okay.
So, chains. I am going to play Foozle, Ganger Chieftain. The Foozle will reap. I will play Rock Hurling Giant and Bramo. And it is your turn. I will say check with 6. And I don't drop a chain because my hand is more full of cards than so I don't get punished by the chains. So
say Shadows. I play a Moon Cursor. I will play Jealous Whispers. I will
to kill the Moon Cursor, I assume.
Treasure Map. And I'm done.
I think I just say Brobnar, then Reap with Bramo. You can one last job me. Because both the Relentless Whispers are gone, and you've got a TMTP, so I don't play into both. I just go to 6. I say check with 6. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say Shadows. Archive. Play Asp. Play one last job. Purge Asp. Deal 1. Play Naughty. Go ahead.
I will say Shadows. I am going to play my Too Much to Protect. You did not play Team TP? Okay. I am going to play Bad Penny and Oubliette Bad Penny. I am going to Merkins.
Okay.
Once you're done shuffling.
Okay. That would have been pretty good to get that one last job with the Bad Penny on the table. Merkins. It was in my archive before.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the one last job was in the archives?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Regrowth. I don't want any of these in my hand. I guess I'll get the Shockworm. I'm gonna get one from that. I am going to Nerve Blast Naughty. I will play 2 Gamgees and a Dipno. And say check with 9. Draw 2 and drop a chain.
I need Shadows Creature. I did draw one last job again.
Okay.
But
you don't have anything left to put.
There's not time.
Yeah, I figured as long as Naughty was dead, then the one last or the TMTP wouldn't have enough.
Ugh. It just did all its Confage things the whole game, and there's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah.
If I had Neutron Shark earlier, I would have felt a lot better about that game.
I think so, because you wouldn't necessarily have to, because you ended up blowing up the special deliveries, and 2 special deliveries is enough to kill a Drummernaut, and purge it. So,
yeah,
but I mean, he has to assume that maybe Naughty gets to action and steal.
That's my only out, right?
Yeah.
For him threatening again is having Naughty. Oh yeah, if he could have played around with Relentless Wizard by just discarding all the Shadows guys. That's true.
I wanted, so the Dipnos and the Gamgees create a situation where if Justin forges,
then you just do whatever,
and
again,
then
right?
I can steal a bunch of amber.
Because even if I somehow stopped that key there,
yeah,
I wasn't not in a good position for the rest of the game, right?
Right.
But you still had a giant board, and
I've seen, and Neutron Shark has still got trade 1-for-1, and Justin had nothing on the table to really trade with. So, Dipno lets me use like Foozle during a non-Brobdinar turn, so that's a lot of amber there. Yeah, right. I played mine, I guess, a little bit early, but I was kind of stopped. Art Boy!
Tier 1, 7 months. Thank you.
7 months of talking about the Expanse. Which is like tomorrow, I think. Or actually, I think it's in Wednesday. Is Wednesday when it starts? I'm gonna bail out of watching the Umbrella Academy to watch the Expanse.
The Umbrella Academy. Did you start watching it?
TY Herbivore. Yeah, I started watching the Umbrella Academy. I think it's only okay. It's not bad.
It is only okay. Have you watched the whole first season? Or
I've not finished the first season yet, but
the last episode, I don't know. There was a lot of things about the second half of the first season that felt like really contrived to me that kind of turned me off the whole series.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's fair. Be nice to bots. Click.ru. I think I already made the .ru. Kidding me. So, it's time for me to come clean. I was a comic shop gatekeeper, and I hated the Umbrella Academy because it was written by Gerard Way. Okay, when it came out in comic book form, 15 years ago. Okay, so I have grown as a person since then, and there's a lot of. I like the Umbrella Academy when it is messing with superhero tropes because I enjoy superhero deconstructionism. That's why I recommend that 15 years ago this was a lot more relevant, but I would recommend Watchmen to people who were looking to read something that was like superhero-y, but I wouldn't tell people to start with Watchmen. Right, because you gotta know what Watchmen is doing. I won that roll.
Yep.
Okay.
I've already won.
You gotta know what Watchmen is playing with to really appreciate Watchmen, right? So I'm going first.
Yeah.
I'm playing this treasure map. I'm treasure mapping. This is how you play. Justin, do you need a reminder?
I'm swindling.
Oh God, no!
Easiest swindle of my life.
Okay, I am going to say, I'll just lose to Merchant Generosity. I'm going to play Nature's Call. I'm going to play Dew Fairy and Ancient Bear, and then I'm going to Fertility Chant. We'll say check with 6, and it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Say Shadows. I will Nerve Blast to kill the Dew Fairy. I will play Bad Penny. I'm going to Oubliette the Bad Penny. I will play Dusk Chronicles and archive a card. To check with 7.
Okay, I am going to say Untamed. I am going to play Full Moon, and I am going to regrowth the Dew Fairy, and then play the Dew Fairy and get one from the Full Moon. I will say check with 7, and I will draw 2.
Forge. I will
Fast key.
Yeah, I'll play Shadows. I'm gonna too much to protect.
Oh yeah, I could reap with the bear. Well, I guess I would have, so you'd have an extra one. But yeah, I mean, TMTP is a risk there. But what are the chances he has TMTP to go with the Swindle?
Dust Chronicles. Draw a card. And I am done.
Okay, I will forge. I am going to say Logos. I'll play Spectral Tunneler. I'll play Strange Gizmo. I'll play Brain Eater. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright, I'll play Mars. Play a Stormcrawler. Mars first.
Oh, these cards are stuck together.
Ready and Reap.
I ended up drawing an extra card because of...
My god. Play Mars first. Ready and Reap.
I'm in danger.
I'm gonna play Martian Generosity.
Yeah.
That's 20 cards.
That's 20.
So
yeah, Justin.
Just draw 20 real quick.
Goop exuding.
My hands are very dry. No goop on these hands. Alright, draw 20.
Justin's got all kinds of goop as 6, I like 9, spill Coke all over myself.
15, 18, 20.
Not even the whole deck, chat. He couldn't even draw the whole deck with Martian Generosity.
Pretty embarrassing, really.
I'm about to get dunked.
Play Bombardment. Let's see what I got.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's do 6 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage. Let's play Mother Gun. Didn't draw the Hypno Beam. Funny enough, but I guess it doesn't matter.
The Hypnotic Command.
Hypnotic Command. I'll play Mars Needs Amber.
I wish that deck had a Hypno Beam.
Yeah.
Good God. Could you imagine how insane Count Phage would be if that containment field was Hypno Beam? Or destroy them all?
Your turn.
What's in the archives? Generosity.
You don't know.
Okay, it's something from Dust Chronicles.
Yep. Trying to trick me.
I guess I say Untamed. I will Vigor the Ancient Bear. I want to do I want to fight first, but like I don't get the Amber here. Ancient Bear is going to kill the Proliferator before I just lose to it. And then I am going to Regrowth Dew Fairy and play the Dew Fairy. And it's your turn. I will draw 2. Yeah.
Well,
Dew Fairy's trapped in
play Brobner.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Play War Chest. I will play Abramo and smash those.
Yeah.
I will.
Could have fought the Crawler. You got to get rid of the Proliferator because otherwise the Proliferator archives.
I'll play this First Blood.
Sure. I gotta fight the Proliferator, otherwise the he archives the Martian Generosity and I just lose the game. So
play Blood.
I probably lost the game, but
the Titans.
Proliferator is like actually losing the game. So
play Foozle, play Rock Hurling Giant, play a Lollop, and I think I don't even bother with the combo right now because I don't want to play into too much Protect. You haven't played that yet, right?
I have not.
So I could just say. Check with 6.
I guess it's Logos time. I'll play Keo. I'll play Neutron Shark. Neutron Shark will kill Spectral Tunneler and get Foozle. And I will stop there. And it's your turn. I will draw 2.
I'll forge this key. Just forge this key. I guess I'll say.
I started the game with. I got what was arguably one of Barkus's most powerful openings, and I got demolished.
Say Brobnar. We'll fight that shark. Fight that Keo. I'll go ahead and gain 2 with the war chest.
I gained 4 on my first turn. I went T1,
Reap with the giant.
Turn 1, gained 4. Turn 2, gained 5. And I lost this game. Heartily.
Play Chieftain. Reap with Wallop. Play Drummerknot. Play Chieftain. Ready Reap the Drummerknot. Play Chieftain. Ready Reap with the Drummerknot. Play Chieftain.
Yeah.
Ready Reap with the Drummerknot. I'll just hold. I guess I could play this. Pick up. Wallop. Play Wallop. I'll just stick at 7.
You don't want to cut off the combo by playing Wallop.
Oh, that cuts off the combo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can leave Wallop in your hand. If you're not
That's
drawing
true.
any cards
Yeah.
anyway, then you can just leave Wallop in your hand because it's something to toss with Rock Hurling Giant.
I could actually draw 1 card if I discarded this other thing, which
Okay.
I think is fine. I'll just discard both of them.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
Alright. I am going to say Shadows. We're going to play Special Delivery. I am going to play Masis Asp. I am going to One Last Job the Masis Asp. Which feels bad. But, and then I am going to Relentless Whispers the Shockworm. And then Relentless Whispers the Shockworm. That's what I got. I'll say check with 9. I will draw 5.
Okay, so you didn't too much protect yet.
Correct.
Oh, God. Okay.
One Last Job's it's a pretty sweet card.
Also really don't see that deck stopping 7 again, to be fair. So I think I'll just use Brobnar again. So I'll just Reap. And Reap. Reap. I'll stop there.
Okay, I'll Forge and Strange Gizmo happens. I'll say Logos. Play Library of Babel. I'll Twin Bolt nothing. Phase Shift. And lose.
Okay.
The Amber total ended up being a little bit closer than...
Yeah. Well, dang, Barkus. That
That's
happened.
it for Barkus.
Hate to do it to you, Barkus.
Fan favorite Barkus. Extreme favorite Barkus, honestly.
Yeah.
This deck is really fun. This deck is super fun. It's not like... It's fun in a not oppressive way.
Right.
Right? It keeps the tempo of the game steady, right? Like, a game against Barkus, you know it's going to be quick, but it doesn't feel like it's doing anything patently unfair. But it does do powerful things.
3 champs down in 2 days. That's bad news for Andres.
Boom.
Or did Andres lose too?
No, but no action. I'm destroying Amber now. Destroyed.
Yes, Andres did lose. I forgot. So yeah, you're right. Who's left? Nobody? Oh, Adler's left. Adler's left.
Fugitive Adler,
Yeah.
Marcus is yours. Here, I'll need that. Where? There. Confage. Alright. Now for a game that's going to be completely different.
Yeah, very different. So we got Deadclaw versus Blatsoma.
Deadclaw is another Neutron Shark deck, right?
It is. It's very important in the deck, I believe.
I think it's super important. But neutral, like Dead Claw feels to me like the classic black green rock deck.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like it plays like it's like it plays a very fair game, but it like pounds out value over a whole course of the game. It just gains
the value over the game.
Yeah,
this should be an interesting matchup. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna refresh my memory on Blatsoma. I memory hole Blatsoma after every time we play it.
Yep.
Double Tesmol. Oh, the sack and the Sneckler. Sneckler is actually relevant, I'd say, because Deadclaw does have a lot of artifacts.
Cannon, Gauntlet Command. Yep. Ritual Balance is big. Deadclaw might be in trouble here.
Double Hysteria too.
Yeah.
The Deadclaw does have a lot of play effects.
It does.
Interesting matchup.
We always think Deadclaw's in trouble though, and it has staying power.
Yeah. Deadclaw's like, did you generate 18 amber in the first 4 turns? If not, I'm not that worried. Deadclaw and Blatsoma. Both of these are just unassuming decks.
They feel like underdogs, yeah.
Yeah. It's like Blatsoma doesn't want to be in a position where this deck has like its Dr. Escatera, right? And you're like on 2 keys or whatever, and you're like you don't want a Hysteria Dr. Escatera over.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that doesn't want a Hysteria in there.
Boxcars.
Like I said, after playing Confage, the thing I'm most excited about is for you to take it to a tournament and get cards sleeve checked and have to replace the sleeves.
Because you hate
I hate those sleeves.
You hate the eclipses.
Yeah.
I won that roll. This feels like a mulligan.
I'll keep this.
Just move my charity. Yeah, as you were.
This is very smush faced.
Yeah.
Into that bed.
Smash right into it. It looks like he was running from like the other side of the bed and like crashed face first into it. So it kind of looks like there.
Is it active camo sleeves?
That's right.
Oh yeah. Where'd he go? Ah. Where'd I go? Oh jeez. I'm gone.
Just deleted. These are the swear bar over your mouth. Expletive deleted. Oh, right. I am. I'll start things off. The wild wormhole. Whee!
This can't be bad.
Ooh, hunting witch. And go.
Okay. I'll say Untamed. I'll play Nepenthe Seed. Play Darna. Play Fanghouse. I'll play Dusk Witch. You do have a Hunting Witch alive, but I have a Dusk Witch threatening to be alive as well.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Dexter. I'll get one from the Hunting Witch.
You sold one of your card collections, like other card games. I have sold other card.
Oh
games.
yeah, I've sold. I haven't talked about it in a while on stream, but when I went back to college, I paid for college for the most part by selling Magic cards because I was a Magic card dealer before that. I am going to Twin Bolt the Dusk Witch and the Darna, and is your turn. I will draw 2. So I have a pretty extensive experience both selling and buying cards. I didn't buy cards online a lot, but I sold a lot of cards online.
I'm gonna say Shadows. I will play.
Any of that cardboard? Yeah.
I'll play Sack of Coins and do 1 damage to Hunting Witch. I'll play a Throwing Stars. I will do a damage and a damage. Gain 1. I will not do 1 to Dexter. I'm gonna get lights. He's lights out. So he's back in your hand, and I will discard Snecklifter. Your turn.
Noise Nepenthe back.
My thought is I didn't want it to be on the table when I wanted to steal an artifact. And I can Nepenthe it back if it's not on the table.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Alright, I am going to say Untamed. I am going to Regrowth the Hunting Witch. I am going to play the Hunting Witch, and then I'm going to play a Dust Pixie. I wanted to play the Dust Pixie, then Regrowth the Dust Pixie. Cooperative Hunting to do 2 damage to the Fang House. Because I get Cooperative Hunting to shoot down the Dust Pixie and then Regrowth it back and trade the third amount of Amber. And I will say check with 7. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Oh, we'll say Shadows. I'll Nepenthe back Sack of Coins. I'll play a Sack of Coins to kill that stuff. And play Life for a Life. Your turn.
I will forge. I am going to say Logos. I'll play Positron Bolt. I think another underrated thing about this deck is how many of its actions are actually removal as well. I'll play Doc Bookton and I will play Dexter. Capture. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Play Untamed. Play a Life Web. Play Part of the Forest.
So it's one of those.
Play Regrowth. I'll just get this Dusk Witch. Play Coda. I'll play Dusk Witch.
Okay, I'll say Logos. I'll play Dr. Escatera and gain 1. Bookton will fight the Dusk Witch. Dexter will fight the Dusk Witch. I don't have any other way to kill it, and you just don't leave those alive.
Yeah.
And I will draw 1. Go ahead.
I'll say this. I'm gonna Hysteria. I'm gonna play an Amber Imp and a Dust Imp and a Tesmal. Not finished with you. Finish with these. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Brobnar. I'm going to sound the horns into a Bumpsy. I am going to play Bumpsy. I'm going to smash the Tesball. I am going to War Drummer. I am going to Bumpsy. I'm going to smash the Dust Imp. Then I'll play Bilgam Avalanche. And it is your turn. I will draw 1.
I got kills on my stuff. Okay. Well.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It just removes actions for the opponent.
Like the sound the horns combos with like your regrowth, right? Yeah. You sound the horns away. The deck is primarily creatures. You sound the horns away, you know, one of the other houses, and you can regrowth into Dusk Witch.
Tantan played Shoda. I'm gonna play Perilous. Why do I play this?
Scientists or elusive?
It kills all elusive creatures. It just kills my Tesmal and my Amber Imp.
Amber Imp is actually doing some work for you. Right?
I have this persistent sign to tap the Brobnar stuff though. I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being on the table right now is not a bad thing. You eventually have to do something about it. But you'd have to exhaust all those guys. All right, yeah, I'll discard the Perilous Wilds. Your turn.
Creeping up on the second Hysteria, but the Brobnar is really good. Riwa Hysteria. So I don't actually think it's that bad if I get Hysteria here. I will play Escatera to gain 1. I will Fogify to keep you from fighting. I will play Doc Bookton. I'll play Dexter, who will capture. And I'll say check with 6. I will draw 4.
I'll say Dis. I'll play a Lash. I'll play Dust Imp. I'll play a Charette. Capture 3. Stun these. And Amber Imp will reap and get stunned. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Brobnar. I'll play Gauntlet of Command. I am going to
Art WinCon is Chota.
Yeah.
It's
got lots of Hysteria.
Yeah.
So you have to do some wacky Darna stuff, I think, most of the time to generate enough amber for it to get there. Yeah. Or you generated enough amber ahead of time.
Yeah.
I am going to punch Tesmal. There's an argument for me to punch Bilgum and then fight Bilgum and Charette. That way I don't blow up all of your dust imps in one go. I am going to have Bilgum fight Charette. I am going to well, we gotta get, I guess I just do a bunch of fighting. Smash will fight Chota. War Drummer will reap. I guess I don't do too much here. And then Bumpsy will reap as well. He's also stunned. And there. Let's say check with 9. And I will draw 2.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I think I lose this game, but we'll see. I will play Dusk Chronicles and draw.
Oh, you're debating lashing or not?
Yeah, I don't have anything to play. If I had Hysteria, I'd probably do it. If I had just Hysteria, but I don't. My hand is with 6 Shadows cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you haven't said Shadows in quite some time.
Yeah.
So.
I'll play Furtive Investors. That'll give me 2. I'll play Furtive Investors. That'll give me 2. I will play a Hidden Stash. Archive a card. I'll play Gamgee and Umbra, which are going to die horribly.
In the ensuing explosion.
Yeah, that is it.
Alright, I am going to Forge and Bilgum is going to destroy. Okay. This is going to be pretty metal. I'm going to say Logos. I'm going to remote access the Lash of Broken Dreams. Which is a pretty alpha play, if you ask me.
Pretty good.
I'm going to reap with Dr. Escatera. I'm going to reap with Doc Bookton and draw. I will reap with Dexter. Then I'll play another Doc Bookton. And it is your turn. One. So you check with 7.
I think I lose. Forge for 9. I can't use Malash. Heart doesn't stop you. I got no other Amber controls. Zadarna. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a way for me to engineer a heart win.
Not through the lash.
I just had so much crap.
Yeah. I think the heart is like 1 in probably 20 games is a win con for that deck.
Yeah.
There are probably decks you can only beat with the heart, but I don't think the heart is the primary goal of that deck. It just happens to have it.
At the right time, it could have been something, but my last few draws were just so awkward.
Yeah.
Even though one of them was 6 shadow cards, they didn't advance the board at all. They just like gained Amber.
Right. Well, the Bilgum.
Yeah.
Right.
The Bilgum was a problem.
It's that classic rock value right there.
Yeah.
A pernicious deed to you.
That college has all the tools.
Yeah.
Road access, it's got,
Yeah.
Bumsies and War Drummer, Stunning. Eco Shakes.
It makes me laugh every single time I see it.
It's pretty good.
Makes me laugh every time. Do we have piano time as an emote?
I don't think so.
That's one of my favorite. There's a lot. I watch a lot of Path of Exile streams, and the music in that game is so good. So whenever there's like I'm sure you've seen it on Quinn's stream.
Chad starts playing piano,
and it's Peepo shaking, but it's like playing the piano because it's like really intense. And, so I love the crab. The crab is good. The crab would have been good the other night when I stole 6 amber from Justin. You do the crab rave. Amber is gone.
This might be a quick stream.
Yeah,
it's already 8:30.
I can't believe this tournament is getting faster.
Yeah, it's pretty bananas.
So
the good news is there's a light tasker game Wednesday, so
Buck, make your plans.
Yep. Chuggers. Like a snack. That's right. You saved for 3 months. Yeah, that's totally fine. All right. Seven.
You're a YouTuber? That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
If you only do you get points by watching VODs?
Nope.
Well,
Sure
there
don't.
you go.
Yep.
That would explain it. So I want to roll 7. I think this is a hand mulligan. I don't think that deck has any creatures with elusive in it, does it?
I doubt it.
None of the Brobnar creatures do. None of the Logos creatures do.
None of the Untamed creatures do.
So there you go.
Yep.
So that Perilous Wilds does nothing. It is a completely dead card.
Convince us to love Curia. I just don't like Curia because of the interactions of it. It's a fine card.
It's fine on TCO where it handles everything for you. But IRL, things get confusing fast.
Yeah.
And I think it also depends on the matchup, right? And if both people are capturing lots of amber, then Curiosaurus gets wacky. Wacky things happen. I think there are decks. Hilariously, I think Equalize, right? Like Equalize in a Curiosaurus deck is an amazing card because then you can just redistribute all of your amber.
It's like Equalize and Spirit Sway would be a cool combo with that, right?
Yeah, it would be a good combo. So I think that both of those are uncommon, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like out of the realm of possibility. You need 3 uncommons in your deck, right? I know that's probably sub 3% of total decks or something, but still 3 uncommons across 2 houses. So. All right. Okay. I will say this. I'll play a Dustin.
Play Robner. Play Gauntlet. Play War Drummer. Play Valdir. Play Avalanche. Rated kills all your creatures in the deck.
Yes, it does. My hand's not great. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna crash a Dust Imp into one of your creatures, and then I'm gonna Hysteria, and then I'm gonna play a Dust Imp, and I'm gonna discard this other Hysteria because my hand's bad, and I'll draw 3. Go ahead.
Well, I guess I'll play Brobnar. Play his Cannon. Play War Drummer. Play Valdir. Play Bilgum. I will let you keep the Dust Imp, I guess. That's fine.
Alright, I am going to say Shadows. I will play Hidden Stash and archive a card. I am going to play Lights Out and bounce the Valdir and the Bilgum.
Very rude.
It's kind of rude. I agree. I will draw 3. Go ahead.
Okay.
Kyrian BDQ. Yeah, that's a good combo too. I like that. Because you can you kill one of your creatures, it goes to their highest one, and you bounce back and forth, continually putting it on their highest one, making sure you always just kill one of your lowest ones, and then you kill their highest one last. After all your other creatures are dead too, right? So
Play Robnar. I'll play. It's very awkward. I'll reap with War Drummer.
it's super awk.
Yeah. I'm just gonna cannon that Dust Imp.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna reap.
Okay. Make me forge.
Yeah. Your turn.
I don't think it's awful to put this deck ahead in keys. That way the Heart of the Forest just shuts off.
Right.
Okay. I am going to say Untamed. I am going to play Nepenthe. I am going to regrowth a Dust Imp. You're going to kill... I'm going to make you kill Dust Imps until you're tired of killing Dust Imps. I will play Full Moon. And then I'll play 2 Darnas. And it's your turn. I will draw 4.
Say Logos. Play Wild Wormhole.
Oh boy.
Remote access.
No! Oh! How does that work? Do you get...
I can get the Wild Wormhole.
Okay.
I cannot get the remote
Because
access.
is the Wild Wormhole still in the stack, though, is my thing.
Oh.
Right? Are they both not... Have they hit the graveyard? Because playing...
I believe you're right. I believe it's still sitting there.
Because... Right. Because you don't resolve Wild Wormhole until you play the card, right? Does anybody know? Both are resolving Kozileth's things?
Yeah, I think they're not. It's not actually there yet.
Okay.
But I do...
But it is gone, yeah.
Seed, yeah. I didn't have anything else in the discard pile.
Yeah, that would have been sweet had you hit the Wild Wormhole, but... yeah.
So I'll Positron Bolt Adarna.
Well, they both die.
I will play Twin Bolt. Shoot some of my stuff. And I'm done. 6.
Play a Dust Imp. I am going to say Shadows.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
And bolt 1 and deal.
Seneca Twin Bolted and then Positron Bolt.
Ah, yeah, gotcha. I will play Umbra. I'm gonna life for life Umbra to get the Bilgum. And then I am gonna sack of coins to do 4 to Valdir and 1 to the Warhammer. And that is that. I will draw 3.
Forge. I will say Brobnar. I'll play a troll. Play Bumpsy to make you lose 1. I'll ready the troll, and I'll reap with these 2. Your turn.
Alright, I am gonna say Dis. I'm gonna play Dust Imp and 2 Tesmals.
Okay.
And it's your turn. I'll draw 3.
I will say Untamed. Play Hunting Witch. Blinding Light for Dis. Play Dust Pixie. Gain 3. Play Archivist and gain 1. Play a Regrowth. Or Boy, Bilgum Avalanche, I guess. It's the only one I can't really get. Your turn.
I will put my archives into my hand and say Untamed. I'm gonna play Heart of the Forest. The card is super blank. I am going to Persistence Hunting for Brobnar. I am going to Life Web and Steal 2. And I will Chota to just go ahead and forge this key. Yeah, go ahead. Guess I'll just leave the Hunting Witch around and draw 3.
Yeah, it was Maverick Archivist and the Maverick Blinding Light. Same turn. Now Forge. I will say Brobnar. I'm gonna punch the Chota. Play Bilgum. Gain 1. I will play Sound the Horns. Smash. Play Smash, gain 1. I'll stun a thing. I'll burn the Tesmal down. I'll Gauntlet. I don't think there's no fight effects, so none of this matters. Your turn.
It's an elusive.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I believe I gained 1 for playing Smash.
Yeah, I think you did.
Bilgum.
All right, we're gonna get a little bit creative here. We're gonna say Shadows. I am gonna play Dust Chronicles. I have less than you, so
I started the turn with 0, right? Because I forged for 6, and then I started with 0, and I played 2 creatures, and I played 2 events that both had a pip. So 4.
Yeah. I needed to hit a. If I hit a Shadows card there, I would be in shape. I'll play Gamgee. I'll Snecklifter the Cannon, and shoot my own Dust Imp. 2. If like I said, if I had gotten a Shadows pip there, I know there's the Furtives. Was it? There's Dust Chronicles and 2 Furtives in there. Throwing Stars, which would have done it. So many things I could have hit. All right. Anyway, your turn. I will draw 2.
I got some bad news, Nathan.
Uh-oh.
I got this key charge.
Yep.
So I'll
Yep.
three
Yep.
times.
That'll do it.
Charge this key.
Yep. That's the way that works.
This deck is great.
Yeah. The deck's so fun.
I love this deck. Oh man.
I feel like you could hand that deck to a new player and they would learn a lot about the game.
Yeah.
Because that deck is not difficult to pilot. You just kind of play the cards. It's just all of its cards are good. Some of the cards are like situationally better, but most of the cards are good all of the time.
I'm sorry, it's got bad sass. Never mind. It's trash.
What's Dead Claw's sass? This is like super low, right?
68. I don't know. Look it up. Do the chat command.
Black Soma.
64. What a trash deck. Who would even play this deck? This deck doesn't deserve to be here.
It's a fast stream.
It was.
We blazed through.
It's gonna have to play against Keyforge next time, though.
I don't necessarily love his chances.
No,
I don't love its chances.
which is sad because
I think Deadclaw is like the king of fair decks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
It is destroying all fair decks.
If there's like, man, that feels like a great deck for low SAS tournaments.
Yeah,
honestly.
definitely. Oh yeah, easily.
There's SAS cap.
Yeah.
So, you totally underrated it.
I think it's super easy to underrate, right?
Exus, you showed up just in time for us to finish the stream off because the games went super fast tonight.
To be fair, I think we had some deck evaluations people wanted to drop. So
yeah, if you want to drop those deck evals, go ahead.
Yeah, now's a good time for that.
We got some stalling. We have to be some stall guys here for a little bit.
Stall guys.
We're looking at the brackets. So, what is on deck next?
Next time on TTR Championship Edition, Wednesday, Fugitive Adler versus Light Tester. That's spicy.
It is spicy.
Spicy. And then the Scum versus Storovic.
I think I got bad news for Adler.
Or Longsheen. You think so?
I think I got real bad news for Adler.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
I'm not liking Adler's chances.
Yeah, probably. It too foolishly. Let's see.
Reconfigures Tungsten.
Okay. It who foolishly reconfigures Tungsten.
It's a funny name.
That's pretty good.
Is this the correct name?
Is this the right deck? I see
one.
I see a Curiosaurus.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a great name for starters. For starters, this is a great name.
Yeah. I see 4 Theracentrains, which is awesome.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I see why you like. Wait. This deck doesn't actually have. No, it does. It does. Yeah.
It's got.
Yeah. So this is an awesome deck for Curiosaurus. Because of the Theracentrains.
Well, also, 2
Strixes
and Axiom.
This Saurian package is amazing.
It's bananas.
Like this is an awesome Saurian setup right here.
It's all play effect stuff too. Like,
it's got a Ludo as well, right? So Ludo gives you an extra escape valve basically for your Amber.
It's really good.
So yeah, that Saurian side. That I think that is like the textbook Saurian side that you want for mask mutations. You still want the rest of the deck to go. We haven't gotten to that yet. We're just gushing over the Saurian side. Because if you had Grim Reminder, that Saurian would be absolutely bananas.
But you do have 2 Effervescent Principles to go with all that capturing,
and that is good. Yeah, that's real good. That's like yet another escape valve for that Amber.
You also have Pandemonium and Dis. Yep, and you have Gateway, so you can like pop your Curiosaurus stuff on a Dis turn after Pandemonium. That's like, it's got a lot of sneaky plays, right?
Yeah, you got 2 daughters, so and the Tirados. You got 2 Tirados.
Yeah.
Cronus. So is the Cornus? So I guess Cornison and Snudge both have draw a card on them. Because it doesn't look like you have any other that I've seen.
I mean, the lowest also has BDQ, which is a big deal.
Dominator Bauble is good when you have Saurian creatures that stick around. You've got the aforementioned BDQ that you mentioned.
2 left logicas to go find your Effervescence.
Yeah, Harvest Time. You could probably close out games with Harvest Time too, right? So.
Yeah, Harvest Time gets around the destroy triggers. That's a good point. Very good point. Yeah, this deck is it's got all kinds of plays.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
This is really cool. This is a very cool deck.
Yeah.
This is like a Keyforge deck that you take a look at and you like immediately want to play it just to see what it does. Mm-hmm. Right. You're probably gonna run into some bad matchups. But and your opponent can play around. The Barkus strategy where if you keep your creatures low count on the table, then Curiosaurus loses an impact. So that's something to consider. So Harvest Time is a great card.
It's very good.
Harvest Time was probably one of the best cards in Worlds Collide for Dis, and I don't think it beats out Infernus, but Harvest Time is insane, right? So
Curiosaurus is an item. It's a location. Okay.
Yeah.
But you could probably like you can close out games with harvest timing just your own artifacts, right?
Right.
Items. You got some locations. Moby Scroll's probably an item, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Harvest Time is just an incredible card.
It's an answer to so much random stuff, too.
Well,
right?
it does what you need it to do in a situation, right? It's an answer. It's a good answer for very problematic cards. It's like a great way to close out a game if you're ahead. You know, there's a lot of things you can do with Harvest Time. So, yeah. Oh, standardized testing. That's actually probably good.
I didn't even notice that too. Man, this deck has got a lot of tools.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah, I dig.
Yeah,
I can see why I enjoy it.
Yeah, that one is sweet.
Totally understandable.
I feel like this is the kind of Saurian that if people had opened in this set more of, they would be like they would higher rate Saurian in this set. Now, granted,
like on average, Saurian was.
Yeah, Saurian doesn't look this good typically,
no.
but this is a pretty good Saurian. So.
Any other deck evals? While we have some time.
Yeah, we got some time. We got some time to stall.
I'm gonna let Nathan talk for a minute while I go to the bathroom, so in case anyone wants to think about getting a deck eval out there.
Yeah, no problem. Farquad, Adam Haycox has got a deck review. I'll have to. You get a free change places. You get free change places while I find the Eddie button. Eddie Cam. Is that nope? That's not it. Oh, it is this. I'm gonna turn this off. Nope, that wasn't it. Oh no, this there. Okay, there we go. There's Eddie. Eddie, would you like a treat? Would you care for a treat? Would you care for a good beef? All right. What do you think this smells like? Toss it up. You ready? Go. Go. All right. There is the Eddie treat. Oops, channel deleted. Yeah, definitely had a chance of doing that. Okay. All right, Justin's back. He can control. We had another Adam Acox. Okay. It's gonna deck that to review.
Very cool. Marquee. Metafield Bronze Sentinel.
Metafield.
Okay. This is another Master deck. We got Sins.
Ooh.
We got.
So we don't.
Sins.
We do have to ban every person that gives us a Sins deck to review.
Hey, we might get a Sins deck.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're gonna open.
If we don't open any Sins in our sealed tournament,
yeah,
that's banning everybody.
We got 8 more cracks at it.
Yeah.
So. I mean, surely 8 more decks.
I turned the window off.
Why'd you?
For the Eddie Cam.
God.
For the Eddie Cam. It blocked the Eddie Cam. You just gotta hit the. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a honestly at this point I prefer Sins jokes to the diss puns. So yeah, I'll take the victories where I can get them too.
These are the good Sins. You got Envy.
So I don't know. It's a Greed is the one that draws cards, right? Greed's the insane one.
Greed is the insane one.
Yeah, so Greed's insane.
Yep. Gluttony.
Gluttony has very high upside, right? And then Envy is which one?
At the end of your turn, if you did not use any creatures this turn,
Sloth.
gain 1. Oh. But Sloth's also good. Okay. Envy is the one that captures all the opponent's amber.
Okay, yeah. So Envy and
plus
and Gluttony are the ones that combo, right?
Combo, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Well, the disc puns were absolutely overrepresented compared to the Sins jokes.
I like them.
So,
personally, I'm a fan. Okay. We got other stuff.
All right, so actually, let's look at the rest of the discs. Mm-hmm. Infernus and Mindfire are solid. Stirring Grave is nice. Pain Reaction. So you got like a little bit of like some stuff over here. It's very creature heavy though. That that is an attribute of it, right? Like,
9 creatures.
You don't have like a ton of removal in Dis, and a lot of times I like having removal in Dis because that's where you're like expecting it. So having a lot of creatures, you're gonna have strengths, you're gonna have weaknesses. VT mode. That's the wrong thing to do.
Did you mean to do that?
That doesn't do what you think it does.
But I mean, if you wanted to redeem a deck, that's fine. You spent 10,000. It's the same. So just link a deck. That's fine. We can get to it after this one. So
I think like in matchups where your opponent has a lot of board wipes, your Dis is going to flounder. If they have a lot of removal, then your Dis is in trouble. But if they don't, then there's going to be games where you just play 5 Dis creatures, including some number of Sins, and you'll just take over the game because you can just use them over and over again.
At the very least, that Cinder is great at protecting Sins.
Yeah, so gets in the way. Right?
That's good.
Okay, and then we've got in the Logos Effervescent Principle, Infomorph, 2 Oppos, Forge Compiler. Forge Compiler is great with Sins. Neurosiphon, Novu Dynamo. Dynamo is awesome. Verado, Smoko, Cyberclone is great. Skippy Time Hog is great.
Skippy Time Hog is the best.
And Odd Claude. So this is a solid Logos. I think once again this is a Logos that Cyberclone is awesome removal, but this feels like another sort of creature heavy side.
It's very heavy on mutants too.
And the opposition researches are nice to force your opponent to interact with you. As opposed to just ignoring your board. So yeah, I love having a Forge Compiler because if you know your opponent's going to get a key, you can drop down the Sins under like the Forge Compiler shield, because you'll have control over that, right? You'll know if you can stop them or not. Shadows, Furtive Investors, not the greatest legacy card. Still kind of cool. Boss Zarek. Oh, Zarek is actually really good with your Sins then, right? Because it makes them elusive. So that's pretty good.
This Johnny Longfingers is a big deal.
Longfingers is good. Master Plan is interesting too. Is there any Perplexing Sophistries? Great card.
It's always good. Yep.
You got a lot of mutants in this deck.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of mutants.
A lot of mutants.
Especially in Logos.
You don't have board wipes.
Master Plan the Torado, yeah, that'd be good.
So you're gonna have to fight, I think. Now Skippy Time Hog and the 2 opposition researches mean that your opponent is not gonna get full use out of their board many times during the game, and you could end up in situations with Johnny Longfingers where your opponent doesn't really want to wipe your board because you're just gonna steal a bunch of amber from them. So this deck looks like it's gonna have like pretty good matchups and just awful matchups. It's a mass mutation deck, so even with 1 Effervescent Principle, your scaling amber control is not very good. Johnny Longfingers is probably your best card for.
Yeah, I think you get most of your amber control from Johnny Longfingers outside of like the Sin stuff.
Strategically kill your own creature stuff.
Yeah.
And your creature, outside of like Novu Dynamo, I don't think your creatures are really big enough to fight for the board very well.
I think you just rely on like sticking stuff and then using it to win in this deck.
Yeah.
For the most part.
So, certainly an interesting deck. I feel like this is the type of mass mutation deck that is board heavy and will win the games. You get to activate your creatures.
Yeah.
And if your opponent never lets you, if you like in a mirror match, if you're playing against somebody who's playing opposition researchers and Skippy Time Hogs, it's gonna feel like you're having an awful game, I think. So
Johnny's capture. Okay, nice. Link the URL to it, Kelly. That should work. Oh, it was not letting you link the URL, probably because
we probably have links banned.
Links banned, yeah. No, links aren't banned, are they?
Did you link the deck?
You should be able to link the Keyforge URL. It is banned. If you copy and paste the name like from the top of it, that should work with the !D link. Right?
As well, not found.
Or it just hates the quotes.
Yeah, it's gonna hate the quotes.
Farquaad help.
Farquaad does.
Mods.
Mod check.
Mods can link with the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Mods. Everyone get your mod signs out. Excellent. Thank you. You're keeping the stream going.
Manticore.
We appreciate you. Keep in mind, going forward, after this tournament's over, you'll be able to spend channel points on setting up our fight card lineups. I've been thinking of not very much to control like undercard matches. If you just want to see 2 decks go at it, it'll be like it'll be like 3 undercard matches.
Hyper got it.
Nice.
All right.
It'll be like 3 undercard matches and a
title match.
And a title match.
Title match is always going to be best of 3, I think.
Yeah, title match will always be best of 3, and then 3 undercard matches that are one-offs.
Which decks have?
Don't tell them that.
I'll Discord you later.
No telling. Okay, we got Shadowed, Manticore,
Amarillo.
That's got a card you've never seen. Oh, what is that?
The John Cargo. I don't think we have a John.
I don't think we have a John Cargo. What is that? What does that do?
He's interesting.
Oh, okay.
He's not great, but he's certainly interesting. It's like an effect where if it works, it's like pretty good.
Okay.
All right.
We had double market disc, so that's fun.
Oh god.
We got 3 eclectic inquiries, and that's definitely fun.
Shadow of Dis is pretty good. I think Shadow of Dis is incredible in this set. Essence Scale, Pain Reaction, Snudge, Soul Fiddle, Umbra Fiend, Waking Nightmare, Double Mark, and Furnace Director, Dominator Bobble. This feels like the bog standard Dis package in this set, which is not a bad thing.
No, I mean
right?
the marks do work.
Marks are good.
Essence Scale is also very good.
Yeah, Mark and like Shadow of Dis is amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like they have 2 creatures on the table, but you can't kill them both. You mark them, you shadow them, and then all they can really do is reap or fight. So it's up to
keep the stone in mind when you're looking at this deck.
Okay, so you play this as a Kixel Stone.
Yeah,
I think Kixel Stone. Would you want Mark of Dis in your Kixel Stone deck?
Probably.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to mark what they have in play, and you're trying to, you don't really. I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. Red Alert is good though. Logos 3 Eclectic Inquiries will dig, and Lethal Logica can help you dig. Howling Pit, Prescriptive Grammar Bot, Standardize. This is solid Logos. I would say this Logos is pretty efficient overall. So yeah, you can
find that stone.
Yeah, I mean,
also Starlance is pretty good. It looks like at just like sticking a creature and then loading it up with stuff.
Universal Translator.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a bunch of attachments in here. 2 Universal Translators. Got Observe You Max. It's got Explore Over.
Stunner's real good with Kixel Stone.
It's got Stunner. And that's got Red Alert to clean up the board a bit if it gets too wide, and then to drop the stone after that.
So you could end up in a situation with like your Umbra Alien where you put like an Explorer Rover on it and the Stunner, and then you just kind of mill.
That'd be really good.
I feel like the Starlance mutants are actually balanced around having Explorer Rover on them, right? Or them finding into like elusive creatures and stuff like that, because they're very small comparatively. Only like the Dino and the Sanctum are like big enough to actually fight, and then the Lyco with Skirmish is really nice. So I think most people do agree that the elusive, the Shadows is the worst of the mutants, because elusive by itself isn't amazing. However, elusive in a Kixelstone deck is good, right? If you're planning on that being your one creature. So Subject Kirby feels kind of like a non-bow with Kixelstone, but provided you don't have the Kixelstone, or you've got the Kixelstone and the opponent had a creature advantage that you're trying to like work up to,
Yeah, it's fine at other points of the game, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting deck. I think Kixelstone decks are going to have polarizing matchups, just in general. So
it's got good
Howling Pit?
tools for when stone is on the board, though.
I think it depends on what you're playing against. If you're playing against 22 creature decks, like this deck that we're reviewing now and the deck that we just reviewed, I think is a super interesting matchup. If they have 22 creatures, then yeah, you play the Howling Pit because they're just going to be drawing. Drawing a lot of creatures that are going to have to discard. So, all right, it's a Kixelstone deck, but it's got stuff going on. And the Essence Scale, actually, if you had more creatures out and you're trying to get down, you could use the Essence Scale to trim down to make your Kixelstone better. So,
all right, Yo-Yo Milkworm.
Yo-Yo,
what you got for us?
Bring it on.
We'll probably do the first fight night as soon as maybe like a week after the tournament ends.
Yeah,
I would say, assuming that people commit some points to it. All right, we got our Basso, Down Forest's Grass Netmaster. Okay,
a Kixelstone deck.
Another one.
Disruption Field's interesting with Kixelstone. All right, so let's look.
Point total's not even decided yet. It'll be under 10,000 for the undercard matches. I was thinking like 3,000, because those will just fill out, and
that's all your points for the quarter.
After those are spent, then that's it. I won't allow any more for that particular fight night, and like probably 8,000 ish to do a match, maybe 10,000 to do a match. I haven't decided yet.
Okay, is this Worlds Collide?
It is.
I saw the Six Emperor and the Tribute.
Yeah, this is good. Sorry, dumb crap.
Yep. This is the Saurian. This is the polarizing Saurian stuff right here, right? This is actually ultimately Saurian stuff that I think is good for the game, with the exception of Tribute. I think Tribute is bad for the game. However, I think the rest of the Saurian stuff is good for the game. I think Imperium and Axiom and Reader Gallum.
Yeah, Raider is silly.
I think Reader is great. I actually think Reader is like a perfect card in my opinion. It's a creature that forces you to interact with it if you want to forge your keys, and it's small enough where it doesn't cost you too much to kill it, but you gotta go kill it. So I think Reader Gallum is an amazing card. City Gates will help you capture. So I got a feeling the Six Emperor is absolutely bonkers in this deck. Some games it's going to line up sometimes, and it's going to feel brutal.
Plus, you got Imperium, so you don't necessarily even have to kill the creature it's on.
Yeah, that's true. There's two of them.
Yeah,
and an Axiom.
Yeah,
right. So you can even ward with an Axiom and then Six Emperor. So, and a Fangtooth. Somebody tell Justice Blinded. He and Grant both love that Kixelstone triple Fangtooth deck that they have that they bought online somewhere. Walls, we were talking about walls in Discord the other day. Comm Officer Kirby is good stunner. Light of the Archons. Okay, so you can absolutely put together a super Voltron creature. You even got Walls Blaster. So there's a world where Walls by himself is just strapped to the gills with gear, and
it's covered in disruption fields and stunner and his blaster.
Yeah,
Light of the Archons.
Right.
That sounds pretty great.
So, and I love Star Alliance decks that do that. The Zelda reminded me of that, where you slap together a bunch of attachments on one creature.
Board's haunted. Crucible's haunted.
The Untamed. So you got a key charge to actually close out games. Unnatural. Song of the Wilds, but no. Okay. So you don't have like the Ghost Hawk to really take advantage of the Song of the Wilds that I feel like this deck really wants. But you do have a Gravid Cycle to get back something big. That's the Omega. Put a card into your hand.
Gravid Cycle solid.
So Gravid Cycle is an awesome card. Grasping Vines, pretty good because you could bounce your own Fangtooth Pixel if they're like not good in the matchup. Yeah, the Untamed does seem bad in this deck.
It's definitely the weak point.
Yeah. I can see the Untamed being pretty bad. This looks like the average Untamed you would open in Worlds Collide, where there's like 3 cards you want to play every single game, and then 9 cards that are situationally fine.
Yeah, I like Gravity Cycle design as well a lot. I believe most of the Omega cards are way more interesting and fun to play with than any Alpha card. Yeah, Alpha is just like very unfun, and most of the cards that just say Alpha on them are bad.
They like Gargantua Scrapper, First Blood, Bumblebird don't need to have Alpha on them.
Yeah, right. They don't. They could just exist.
They could exist as they are.
Yeah.
And
Gargantua Scrapper would be a really fun card. It'd be a good card.
Gargantua Scrapper would be amazing.
Yeah. It wouldn't be broken, but it'd be
I don't
really
think
good.
so. Yeah, it'd be good with Drummernaut.
Yeah,
but like that's it. Right. You know?
I wonder if that's why I got Alpha, is because Drummernaut existed. Very possibly. Maybe Drummernaut shouldn't have existed.
Yeah, I don't think Drummernaut I don't think was supposed to be a giant. I think he was supposed to be.
Yeah, but he would also be a situational creature punch. You'd have to have 3 amber, and that's not like nothing, right? So I think it'd be fine.
You don't gain any amber from Gargantua Scrapper.
I mean, like Mighty Tiger exists.
Yeah,
it's better.
Gargantua Scrapper is a smaller situational Mighty Tiger without Alpha.
Glimmer is definitely the best. Yeah.
Yeah. The crab.
The angry crab, yeah. That's a very good one.
Yeah. But yeah. And the crab has to kill your own creatures. Okay, but yeah, this is a cool Kixelstone deck. Amber Tracker is good against Curiosaurus players.
I mean,
I don't know if you have a way to bounce it multiple times.
Amber Tracker is terrible. I'm gonna be honest. It just does 2 damage. It doesn't even do 2 damage.
It gets 3 armor.
Yeah, but it doesn't even do damage for each Amber on it.
It kills Squire Alice. Poor Squire Alice.
It kills Squire Alice.
Amber Tracker.
That's it.
You're ready. You're ready.
That's all it kills.
You can kill a Martian.
You can kill whatever is 2 power, but that's it. Like, it should say 4 each, right? And it should ignore armor. That would make
I think this,
reasonable.
Right. I think this creature was supposed to do more damage. I also think it's balanced around Transporter Platform too, right? Because I think it's also
I suppose
play effects. I mean, granted, every single common in Star Alliance and a lot of the uncommons all had ridiculous play, fight, reap effects on them.
Yeah, just make it play, fight, reap. Might as well.
Yeah, I don't know why that isn't play, fight, reap. Right. Why is the rare only play? So
yeah, it's super weak for a rare.
Morpheus, yeah.
It's like okay with a Morpheus on the table. Maybe. It can possibly get you value if you have a Morpheus, right? Alright, well.
Alright, there we go.
That's that.
That is that. That's stall. That was great stalling. Yeah. 30 minutes worth of stall.
Excellent work, everyone. We all came together.
Yeah.
And got it done. So, we'll be back on Wednesday. Starting off with Adler versus Light Tasker.
Yeah. That match might even take as long as all of the games tonight.
Very possibly. So yeah, I'm curious to see how it'll go. I don't know. Adler might just get embarrassed, but maybe not.
Yeah,
it might forge a key.
I mean, Adler steals a lot. Of Amber.
It does steal a lot.
Light Tasker can steal out of Amber, but yeah, Adler can steal. Adler doesn't have. It
does have a Rad Penny, which is probably
it's
something.
got a sack of coins.
The sack of coins is a big deal. Yeah.
Axiom is not awful,
but
Light Tasker.
And no, it's not. That's actually pretty good.
Opposition research is bad, so Saul's not bad.
Adler can't play the auto encoder because it'll get Sneck Liftered. Yeah, that could be a problem. I mean, Axiom's good.
I mean, you can't safe house.
No, you can never safe house.
You can never safe house.
Never safe house.
You can never safe house against Light Tasker because the Sneck Lifter the safe house.
It just salivates when it
puts the Sneck Lifter in the archives. Then so Sneck Lifter is the card that makes Light Tasker in my opinion. There's a lot of synergies and stuff in Light Tasker, but Sneck Lifter is the card that just because you could generate.
It changes so many strategies.
You could generate value versus Light Tasker if you had access to your artifacts, but you're not guaranteed to.
Yeah.
And that's why I think Kvibius could win those games, is because Sneck Lifter takes the Grunt Buggy and it doesn't matter.
Right.
Right?
So stuff like Stone, stuff like Grunt Buggy, Heart of the Forest, Light Tasker doesn't have an answer for those. So that's the difference.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yep.
Preview Wednesday night. Yeah.
That's it. Everyone,
That's all I got.
have a great next day and the next day and a half after that.
Yeah.
And then we'll see you on Wednesday night. Everyone have a great night. And goodbye.
Later.
Assuming this end stream button works.